Hey loves, and welcome back to my channel. It's good to have you back here today. If you're new to my channel, you're highly welcome. My name is Zara and I am a medical student in the University of Nigeria, and I make med school vlogs, health, lifestyle and other related videos. If you feel like this video is too long for you to watch, I'm going to leave the timestamp in the description box and you can just skip to anyone that you want to watch, okay, or you care to listen to, okay. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be telling you how I memorized in medical school. The first one is spaced repetition. Spaced repetition basically is rereading or reading a particular topic or subject for a given period of time repeatedly. I'm going to cite a very clear example right now. I want to read on the heart, the anatomy of the heart, okay, and you read the anatomy of the heart today. You wait for 3 weeks or more depending on how much work you have to do within that time. So 3 weeks or more will be enough time to read that topic again, because by then your knowledge of what you read will not be so clear anymore. And when you read something for the first time, you don't pick up every information, you pick up just some amount of information, okay. So when you read anatomy of the heart, you might pick up about 5 things on the anatomy of the heart. Reading it again after 3-4 weeks or maybe 2 months or a month, it should not be up to 2 months, okay, a month, that should be enough time for you to read it over again. And when you read it again, a lot of things become clearer, a lot of things become simpler, a lot of things become easier. Okay, let me use this very wonderful example. Imagine you studying anatomy when you were in second year of medical school, and when you get into 4th year, everything seems so clear. It's basically because you're being taught anatomy all over again, but in a pathological direction. I mean, relating to disease entities and diseases, okay. So spaced repetition has proven to be very effective and very efficient, so you should try that out. Spaced repetition, reading something today and reading it in the next 4 weeks would really work. You could have a journal, you could have a calendar to help you space your repetition. I don't really use any calendar or any app to help me do spaced repetition, but just writing down the topics and when you read them and when you want to read them would work just fine, okay. The next one is active recall. Active recall is after reading or studying for a while, you try and remember if you retained what you studied, okay. So if you read for 4-5 hours, then you wait for about 2 hours or even immediately after you're done reading, and you try and recall what you've read. Another way to do active recall is while you're reading, you could write down questions in a book or in any sheet of paper that you want. You can write down questions that you want to be able to answer when you're done studying, or want to be able to understand, okay. So you write down this question. Take for example, you're studying the anatomy of the heart. I'm so sorry I'm missing the anatomy of the heart, it just came to my mind, I don't know. So you're studying the anatomy of the heart, and you write down things like what is the location of the heart, you know, things like that. Down things that you want to answer when you're done studying. They help you memorize things more, and you read with the aim of you're going to answer to yourself, not really to anybody, okay. So when you're done reading whatever, while you're reading, you can write down things that you want to be able to answer. Then when you're done reading, you can use the questions to help you recall things actively, okay. So active recall can either work by you questioning yourself or by just trying to remember what you've read. The next one I'm going to talk about, I've never really seen it anywhere, so I would not say it's an original, but I feel like people know this or they sense this. Anyway, so it's using your special senses, okay, involving your special, I call it special senses involvement, not so cute name, but yeah, using your special senses. Yes, your special senses can work for you in memorizing. For example, when you see something, especially when you use your special senses to learn, things become clearer, things stick more, you retain a lot basically when you use your special sense. Example, when you use your eyes to see, if you're in clinical classes and you're going to the hospital and you have postings and maybe you read it in a book somewhere that this is how someone with a particular disease will present, you can only imagine when you're reading, but when you see the actual presentation, it sticks more. You remember this person and say, oh, this person had this and this is what we're talking about in that textbook that I was reading. So when you involve your sense of sight, there is a visual representation of whatever it is that you want to learn. Also, when you watch videos, when you watch study videos, you employ your sight and your hearing most of all. And study videos are highly recommended, and yes, they do work. But you talk, okay, when you are in a discussion group, okay, and when you're answering questions in class. Yes, answering questions in class is also a way for you to memorize. If you get it, you remember and it sticks more. If you don't get it, you also remember. In fact, if you don't get it, it's even like the easiest way to memorize it, because when you're wrong about something, if you're very inquisitive and if you're someone that does not like to be wrong about anything, when you're wrong about whatever your answer was, you're going to want to find out why you were wrong and go a long while to give an answer to your question that you didn't answer correctly. Okay, I've talked about sense of sight, your hearing and speech. Okay, so I won't smell could work in certain things, in certain places, like maybe you want to smell a bottle of what, a drug or something, and it will just stick better. I don't know, but the sense of smell is important. I think it is. When you smell something nasty, you know that this is what this is, so you can remember something by how the thing smells. So if you can employ your sense of smell, do that. So, and neurosurgeons once said that when you have a lot of neuronal synapses, when a lot of synapses are involved in doing a particular thing, example learning, it retains more. Okay, when you employ a lot of synapses in learning, it sticks more. Basically, that is just the layman term. You retain more information, you cannot forget. Okay, even if you forget, something is going to just pour your memory to remembrance. So yeah, so these are the three things that I use personally, have been proven to work, and they do work. So I really want you guys to try this out and give me a feedback how it went for you, what you memorized. And when you think that you've memorized something, you can go ahead to try out question bank from anywhere. You can form your own question banks. Okay, you can form your own flashcards. You must not wait for someone to give you flashcards. You can buy a sticky note and keep writing numerous questions on them that you want to answer, and probably answer it with a group of friends. You know, that's also a way to memorize. Okay, so when you think that you've read something or you know something, you can try using flashcards and just go online to search for any place that you can find question about anything. There is always someone that has uploaded a question free of charge, and the questions are always correct. If you don't find anything like that, I implore you to try out Lecturio. This is not a sponsored video, but Lecturio is a very awesome application. It's a very awesome learning tool. Okay, you can try out lecturio. It's just to stimulate your memory to remembrance, okay? Not really for you to, that's not the question that will come out in your exam, okay? But yeah, guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you very much, guys, for watching the video. If you enjoyed this video, do check out my other videos if you're new to the channel, or if you've not seen them before. I'm going to leave them linked in the description box, and check out these ones here. I'm going to leave them here, okay? So guys, the end of the video. As I said, don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Thank you very much for supporting me. I will see you guys in my next one. I love you as always. Bye.